best you can be able to package yourself in your job search process until you land your dream job. And today we are diving deeper into job search process in itself and just being able to identify those hidden job markets and how best you can take advantage and leverage on them so that the entire job search journey doesn't become a bit tiresome. I'm glad to be joined by one of our career advisors in this discussion, and we'll be discussing the most interesting question of having been applying for so many jobs without even a single interview. What is it that I could be doing wrong? Thank you, Noella, for joining me.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mary.
Great. When it comes to job search, are there any lesser job search strategies or maybe hidden job markets that job seekers need to explore?
Yes, there are a variety of lesser job search strategies that the job seekers can explore. And yeah, we can acknowledge that indeed job searching can be really frustrating. So one of the common tactics can be the most common one that we all know, focusing on our applications, application materials. That includes the CV, the cover letter, and any other application materials. So you need to ensure that your CV is polished and tailored, showcasing your skills and experiences relevant to the jobs that you are applying for. Yeah, another tactic is networking. So you can be able to leverage your network. That could be professional network, personal or alumni networks, and be able to connect with them, let them know that you are searching for a job, and they can be able to refer you or put in a good word for you for the jobs that you are applying for. And another thing is to target the local companies or businesses rather than the big national companies, because these local companies, sometimes they find it hard to put word out there that they are advertising for jobs, and therefore it's important for you to do your research on the local companies available in your industry or in your area and reach out to them directly. Yeah,
I love networking out of the many points you've mentioned, because we normally say we need to have networks that are able to mention our names in those boardrooms. Yeah, and that's why it is I agree with you, very important to really leverage on your networks. Now, as a job seeker, I have been applying for so many jobs without even a single interview. This is a common question that most job seekers ask themselves. What is it that they could be doing wrong?
Yeah, and it's a common challenge that you're applying for so many interviews, but you are not being invited for any. So definitely there is something wrong. And one of them could be your CV. The CV is very important. This is often the first thing that an employer looks at when they're going through your application. So your CV needs to clearly highlight your skills and your experiences that are relevant to this job that you're applying for. One of the mistakes that job seekers do is to use one particular CV for applying for every other role. So it's important that they spend most of their time tailoring each CV to the application that they're making. Another problem could be late submission of our applications. So if the deadline was a week ago, and say you qualify for that role, you have tailored your CV, everything is okay, but you are submitting your application late, that could also be closing you off of being invited for an interview. And then another thing could be over-relying on just one source. There are so many recruiting agencies out there. There are so many job boards. So you can, so for example, corporate staffing, you can not only rely on just corporate staffing. Explore and ensure that your CV is on every platform, every recruitment agency, every job board, or even LinkedIn. Yeah.
Interesting. And especially over-reliance on just one source, and late applications, having interacted with recruiters, and also corporate staffing being a recruitment firm, I agree with you, applications are a bit fast, and especially the shortlisting. So it is important to be on time with application. Now, once in a while you will find job seekers facing rejections or lack of response. Now, how can they stay motivated or even persistent throughout the job search process?
Okay, as much as it can be challenging to stay motivated, because we often feel discouraged every time we either get regret or
No
do not
feedback.
no feedback at all. It's important to stay motivated. So first of all, you can start by keeping managing your mindset. Acknowledge that job searching can be tough, because rejections say a lot about the job itself than they do about you. It's not about you, it's about the job itself. And therefore just reframe setbacks as opportunities for learning. Another thing is to build a support system. This could be your family, your friends, or a career coach who can provide encouragement or fresh perspective on your strategies. You can also join job seekers support groups. This could either be online or physical. Here you can easily share your experiences and strategies, and therefore you can learn from each other. And another thing is to diversify your tactics. You can be relying on just the online job boards, which is what most job seekers do. Focus also on the hidden job market. Network, and reach out to your friends or family or alumni. They can be able to share they can be able to refer you for jobs.
Staying on top of the game is very important, and it all begins from or with working on your mindset as a job seeker. Otherwise, rejections will always be there sometimes, or lack of response. Sometimes it doesn't even mean that you're not a good fit for the role. So job seekers should not be too hard on themselves, I know. What would be your final advice for someone watching this video?
Okay, to someone watching this video, I would first of all advise them to focus and keep in mind whatever we just discussed in this video, and network. Networking is very important. Remember that your network is your net worth, and therefore if you're not on LinkedIn, join that LinkedIn. If you're not maintaining professional networks, this could either be your former colleagues, or you can also have your friends. Networking with them, they can be able to put in a good word for you for a future role.
Sometimes we are in the job search season, in between jobs, but we don't want to speak up. We don't want to let our networks know that we really want to transit either from where we are, or we want to get back to the workspace. So it's very important to network.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Great. Indeed, as Noella has mentioned, it can be quite frustrating when all you get are rejections or lack of response in the so many applications that you're sending out. That is why it is important to stay on top of the game and leverage on the hidden job markets or the lesser job search strategies that we have just discussed in this video. And we hope that within a short period of time, you shall have lessened your job search process. We hope you find this insightful, and we encourage you to subscribe to this channel and even share with us in the comment sections topics that you'd want us to discuss as far as job search is concerned, and we'll be glad to tackle them in our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.